Yo, what is good? Anyways, today, oh, let me mute this shit up real quick. All right, today we're pretty much just gonna be doing a couple chest opening. Um, I actually like the tooltip that they put at the bottom of these, talking about how containers are not affected by luck. Um, Even on luck gear, it states that, chests and drops from mobs are what generate or what are affected by luck. But there was a lot of misconception. I think it was before Into the Void that they marked containers with not affected by luck. Anyways, yeah, so pretty much we're just going to be opening some chests and then we're going to run over and do some questing. And I don't think we'll get anything too fancy out of these. I mean, my expertise or watermark isn't that high anyways. So some basic stuff. Just open these out of the way real quick. Was that a 475 helm? I didn't think my helm was up that high. Hold up. So as you can see, I'm like sitting around the 450 range. Haven't really been pushing watermark that much because it doesn't really matter. With the new gypsum system, it's actually a lot easier. So as you can see, the weapons are pretty low, sitting around like 530, 520. As far as gear though, I think boots are actually relatively high. I think it's my highest piece. Yeah, 530, 535. Yeah. Toss this junk, then we'll start opening up those juicy OPRs. Now, if you're just spamming a fuck ton of OPRs, it is viable for increasing your watermark this way. I don't think it's the most efficient. Make sure you do your daily chest runs and stuff like that. And then even just straight up farming sirens with a 10-man group, it's actually pretty efficient. So yeah, you can see sitting around like 535 for the sword. Bows and musket, it's much higher than that. Nothing fancy yet. Pretty much looking for purples that can resell well. That's actually, wow, that's garbage. Repulsing shield bash, it's not that good. And it has mortal life stealing, which isn't that great for tank sets. Yeah, see. Gloves are actually decently high. Gloves and boots. For some reason, I always get a fuck ton of gloves and boots. Sundering Repros. Freedom. Wow, Freedom is actually pretty good. Repose grants rend. Oh, that's actually garbage because of strength with rapier. Like even these lower tier stuff, like if it has like a rare perk or perks that are highly sought after and they have decent fucking stats, you can actually sell them for, I wouldn't say a high price, but I mean, it's a couple hundred gold. Like this is garbage. This is garbage. Focus Constitution is not bad, but the Energizing Feral Rush and Angry Earth Ward doesn't pair with it at all. Let's see, 550 boots. Wow, my shields must be really low. I don't know how I feel about the sturdy perk. Life stealing is really nice. I think for the tank build that I'm rocking with right now, I think sturdy is good. Sure footing is good. Because you almost need sure footing in order to push, because it's a pushing build, right? You're super tanky. A lot of people go to jump on you, and if you're sitting there just tanking the hits, like you can continuously keep going, right? And it enables your team to push forward. Like you'll see in a lot of OPRs when the second team can just push in and then just dominate it. A lot of times a sword and shield person's there reducing the damage that their whole team takes by 30%, Well, not whole team, but everything within a couple meters, right? Meanwhile, like they have the attention of so many people. It's so dumb. It's like you see a sword and shield user and everyone just jumps on him for some reason. It's a fucking tank, dude. Like that's literally the last person you want to hit. And then people get very aggro too. They get really pissed off. Nothing good yet. Keenly jagged. Oh, intelligence tank. Dead stats. See, boots are finally hitting like 560. I get a lot of fucking boots. I get a lot of fucking boots. Constitution, intelligence. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I could probably sell that. So there are a pair of boots. This is garbage. I get so many fucking boots. It's so crazy. That's like the thing that I get the most of. Everything else like trickles in slowly. I get so many fucking boots, man. It's so many boots. How many boots am I gonna get? What the actual fuck, man? My boots are like, put in perspective. My boots are gonna be pushing like 570. I'm pretty sure this is the actual watermark section that my chest piece is at is like 527. It's like a fucking 35-point difference. It's fucking insane. Like I can understand weapons being low, but like the actual pieces of gear themselves, it's such a fucking huge difference. I'm gonna be finding like 600 fucking boots, but I'll still be finding like 540 chest pieces. I swear to God, that's what's gonna end up happening. Yeah, like it is 529. It's definitely 529 is my high watermark. Jesus Christ, man. Watch, the next purple's gonna be a boot. I'm expecting like a 570 boot. Oh, 523. Reinforce. No, that's garbage. See, that fortifying shield rush is really nice. That's one of the things that I want to get on my shield. So essentially, you increase your damage absorption while you're weakening the people around you, so they deal less damage, right? So the more people that go to jump on you, you end up reducing the damage that you're taking and reducing the damage that they're dealing. And so you just have this cluster on you, and while all these people are focusing on you, like it doesn't matter. You can literally just hold up your shield and you're doing so much. What they don't realize is it's kind of like, so back in the day, we used to talk about this a lot, where damage absorption is equivalent or actually better than healing, right? So if I say like, I don't know, 10,000 damage, right? If I soak 10,000 damage and I'm still alive and I'm still at full health, that's like 10,000 healing. It's equivalent to 10,000 healing. Because essentially all the damage that they've been pushing out is just flat out mitigated. And with the meta, where the meta is at right now, everyone's sitting in great axe, hammers, and medium armor, and they don't have the ability to think. It's so crazy. A lot of these cookie cutters, I'm not going to say all, a lot of these cookie cutters, they'll sit there and they're swinging at you and they're like, oh my God, I can't kill you. And then they just start flaming, right? That's usually what happens. 530. Nothing really fancy yet. I think there was one pair of boots that I can sell. I'm just going to become a boot merchant, it looks like. That was a 541 sword? Hold up. Sword is actually not bad. It's not that far behind. This is all garbage. 561. Nothing fancy yet. Strength focus, garbage. Yeah, it literally looks like there was one pair of boots that was actually worth throwing on the trade post for the rapier builds. Which I think we're actually, oh god damn, my life staff is at 575. Holy shit, dude. I guess life staff is my highest. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more hatchets. You're gonna see a lot more sword and shields. You're gonna see a lot more rapiers. Because after the great axe nerf that's coming up, it's just like people are gonna be trying new avenues, right? Because you can't just auto click spam, which is what a lot of people do, and then they think they're really good. Deck strength is not bad. Fortifying shield rush. I mean, what the fuck is this UI item description? Okay, I guess I broke gloves. You see that, right? It doesn't even know what it
Yeah.
is. Fucking breaking this goddamn game. There's also a nice little thing with the watermark and stuff. Even though you get a lot of constitution focus, it's not bad. Refreshing's pretty good. But the keen tornado, it's not that great of a roll. What's this? Dexant is nice. Energizing flourish is I don't think anyone uses flourish. But the ancient guardian absorption is kind of garbage. Down to the last 15. Need some watermark pushes, man. Come on. Nothing. Nothing. I think that was an increase. I can't remember. 566 boots, man. Boots are actually up there. It's crazy. Everything else is like pretty low. $541. That's kind of garbage. Right? Yeah, I think that's garbage. Another broken boots. Empowering armor breaker. You know what's crazy though is like not many people block because of the way that the meta has shifted into this medium armor phase. Everyone's just way more likely to just dodge versus the actual block mechanism. Last one. Damn, no go. Well, it's 1,000 pounds of armor or of weapon, 4,000 or 400 pounds of fucking, yeah, it's quite a bit. Need to find those purple boots and lock them. So I'm pretty sure I could sell those. Was that it? I don't think that was it. That might have been it.
The druid ones have pretty high luck on them.
Huh? Are you talking about these? Where?
Yeah, leather boots of the druid.
I mean, oh, you mean the logging luck? Yeah, but you're not going to be buying these boots. Like,
true.
You can find like 600 logging boots for relatively cheap, I would assume. Right. It's more along the lines of matching stats with the perks. So like Rapier runs Dex Intellect. Main stat is Dex though, but Intellect isn't bad. And then you have Sundering Riposte, which is pretty much necessary for Rapier builds. That's why you'll see like after they riposte you, they'll deal a lot of damage because literally it's sinking 13% damage, right? Damage mitigation. So it's really Sundering Riposte is like if you're running Rapier, like a lot of you guys that are running the fucking whatchamacallit, the musket Rapier builds, if you do not have Sundering Riposte, you're not playing it right. Like I can understand if like for your war builds, it's not that big of a deal because usually you're sitting fucking in Egypt shooting people. But as far as like actual like OPR or dueling, like you definitely need that Sunder and Repose. And now for the gold jumps. It's not going to be that massive, I think. I think it would be pretty fair amount of gold. I think it was 8.6 is where we were at. Probably like 500 gold. Oh, it's more than that. It's quite a bit more than that. Probably 8 point or 9.2. Like before inflation, like a lot of people would get quite a bit of gold just from running OPR, but you get even more just by fucking dismantling your shit. You can see my numbers are jumping. But
Yeah.
given that's like, I mean, to be fair, like that was what, like 86 chests? And then out of the 86, I gained fucking 700 gold from it. So I mean, it's not that massive, but anyways. Yeah, so I mean, we got one pair of boots. I don't know. Let's see where we got with that. Are they what the weight class? Medium? Oh, I don't know. Cuz normally rapier builds they're medium stack, right? So on medium stack you go 2 heavy, 2 medium and 1 light. So I don't know if check right now. We actually have to compare it against all of the Sundering repos. Kind of see where they're at. So when you want to price check something, right? Such as what I'm doing right now, you got to put in consideration that the weight class doesn't necessarily matter as much as you think it does, but it's also like the general stat lines. So you're looking at the stat lines of perks, and if the other items have a secondary perk that's just better, right? Sometimes people will buy your shit just because it fills in the slot. Like right here, this is actually a really good chest piece. Oh, it's for a light build. That's why it's a medium. Yeah, homie. I don't think anyone's gonna be buying that, broski. The luck riposte with Con. I guess PvE, but the dude has it listed for fucking 15k. That's too much, man. So we were sitting at like what? Oh, dude, it's not gonna be worth shit. Damn, it actually might not be worth shit. See, that's like these gloves right there. If you're actually going for a Sunday room repose, you could do medium chest or you could do heavy chest, heavy gloves, right? And then you run the medium. Actually, no, you don't want to do medium or heavy gloves. Usually you want to do like chest, legs, heavy, then gloves, boots, medium, light helm, and you could swap out the helm for a medium and one of the hands or boots for a light. It doesn't matter which between those three. I can actually link this spreadsheet below. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these aren't really comparable. The strength is nice, but I think someone will end up buying that just because of the pure fact that it's 50 gold, right? Like a fresh 60 that wants Sunner and Repose is probably going to end up buying that just to fucking so they can get that stat line. I mean, that's what what I would do if I just hit fresh fucking fresh 60 running a rapier build. You almost can't go wrong, even though it has a lot of dead stats because I think it was in strength. It's still kind of worth. So I think I'm gonna post this for 350. I'll probably sell for 350. Put it up for 3 days. Anyways, all right. So we need to knock out some quests. One of the things I was curious about for questing was maybe we can find a new world quest reward list. New World has a map genie for side quests. Pretty good. So, yep, the Infinity Crystal, I got that one already. It's not a huge deal for you. But I think item. It's actually really a pain in the ass to look up shit like this. Damn, that legendary musk is actually not that bad either. They have a legendary musket quest, right? It's a 550, 27 dex. Enchanted life stealing, which is pretty good, but the mortal refreshment's garbage. I think for musket you could run life stealing, but it's definitely not a top tier perk. Generally for perks on your muskets, you want it to look something like enchanted, vorpal, and what's the third one? Enchanted, vorpal, and vicious, right? You can run keen. I mean, I don't mind. Possibly. Add them up. Hold up. Anyways, so essentially you want stuff like enchanted because that's just overall gonna increase your damage. Vorpal, it's 14% on headshots. It's fucking massive, right? There's actually like two different builds, and based on the build is what you can shift your priorities on. But essentially, the two builds that you have going out, right? There's the standard like powder burn. Like everyone runs powder burn because powder burn is like one of the hardest hitting abilities. Power shot is one of those. It's a critical piece for one of the builds. Like if you see that you're not, if you want to do like a one tap build, you're definitely running a power shot build. But essentially for my musket setup, I have powder burn, power shot, and sticky bomb. The reason why I like sticky bomb versus like say traps, stopping power, and shooter stance. One, shooter stance is garbage, right? It's literally only useful in wars, and even in wars, you don't want to use it, right? Because the moment you pop into shooter stance and someone sees you pop into shooter stance, you're fucking dead, right? And then you have stopping power, which stopping power is it's a decent hitting move. It's not like if you actually look at the weapon damage difference, that alone shows how much more power shot does. And there's a lot more perks on power shot that actually make it even better. But what this ends up doing is applying slow. I thought I had exhaust. Yeah, see, exhaust. And then it has basic damage, right? It kind of holds someone and reduces their stamina regen by a little bit. I just don't think the 10% is justifiable, right? It's just not. It's not impactful enough to really make a difference. Like when you look at the exhaust from the Warhammer tree, it's 20%, which actually does make an impact. So if you're chasing someone down, you end up using Path of Destiny, right? Which ends up slowing them, causing exhaust. They're wasting their dodges, and you can actually creep up on them. Traps. If you're running Rapier, traps goes from good to great. So there's a combo where you riposte into a trap. The trap, of course, snares them. And then you have Rend, right? Which increases damage taken. Well, that's actually weird that they list it as increased damage taken. Because everywhere else it's reduces damage absorption. That's very strange how they've worded differently, because increased damage taken and reduced damage absorption is two different factors, right? For a lighter build, if you rend a target and it reduces mitigation, right? Their mitigation value is already really low. It's not going to be that much more pushing. Meanwhile, essentially, we're talking about diminishing returns. Meanwhile, a tank, right? That's huge. But if you increase damage taken on a tank, like, you already deal no damage, right? It's the mitigation so high, it's not going to do anything. But on a squishy, that 2,000 damage now turns into 2,400. You know, that's pretty massive. And then, of course, the healing effect. I don't like the healing effect, to be honest. I know some people are doing like a musket void gauntlet for massive healing and stuff. But generally speaking, if you're a musket player and someone's that close to you, you're dead, right? You go to throw a trap, you get reaped in. They're going to do gravity well. They're going to fucking Path of Destiny. And then they're just going to chew you up. The reason why I have this build set up, right? There's a one-shot build you can do with the power shot. So if you run like Onyx 300 in, pretty much power shot, with empowering effects, you can see like this doesn't push it further, right? It's follow-up damage, but the initial damage, it's not increasing the power shot. This, however, these in tandem, so you got 150, right? 150% is increased by 10% additional damage, right? So it's roughly 15%. And then you have headshots reduce cooldown, which doesn't really matter. So when you start stacking these increase on full health, increase musket, you see, the thing about this is like, you have to hit. So if you do like heightened precision, follow it up into a power shot, into a new target, is very impactful, especially if you're running Onyx, right? And then, of course, headshot gains in power, and you're just stacking that up more and more. There was a YouTuber that was talking about, I forgot what it was. I think he said critical reload, right? Picking critical reload over kick them when they're down. That's dumb. Okay. If you're picking between kick them when they're down and critical reload, 100% of the time it's kick them when they're down. And you go, okay, well, Makano, how could you run kick them when they're down, right? If you're not running stopping power, if you're not running traps. There's something called crippling powder burn, which slows a target when you powder burn them, right? You literally powder burn them. It's slow. You get your 10%, right? Also, people are more often than not slowed than anything else. We're talking critical reload is snapping 3 headshots within 5 seconds to get an instant reload. Do you not understand that the reload time for musket is 2 seconds? So a shot, 2 seconds, shot, 2 seconds, shot. The timing window for critical reload is so fucking tight that you will never proc it. You will actually never proc it. If you proc this critical reload, comment in the fucking description with a video of you procking it. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm dueling my friends, so I'm procking it. No, go into OPR, show a clip of you procking critical reload. Because the reload time on musket is so fucking huge. The only way you're ever going to see this is if you're getting headshots in shooter stance, which you already have reduced reload time. Right? It's just not a thing. This is a dead fucking perk. It doesn't do anything. Like, the chances of you getting 3 headshots within 5 seconds like that, like, it's insane. It's actually insane. So this one I would consider decent, right? So one of the things you can do with this perk alone, just that perk alone, when you're sitting in the back line, you can pre-aim the called shot, right? as long as you have homies with you. Do not ever just ADS looking for people. Like if you're sitting there ADSing looking for people, you're playing musket absolutely fucking wrong. Because you're going to get caught out so many times you're going to be like, oh, well, why do I have like 15 deaths in OPR? It's because you're running called shot. You're trying to optimize on 5% damage. Meanwhile, you're just sitting in ADS the whole time and you're getting caught out. That's another reason why I don't like the heightened precision, because it's good, right? When you have a stack of people in front of you and you got like a bruiser to protect you, but it's absolutely garbage in general sniping builds, because you're going to be out in the middle of nowhere. You're hitting someone. Next thing you know, another musket user who's not sitting in scope the whole time is going to spot you, two-shot you, and you're dead. I was abusing people that were using this so fucking much. I have 18, 20, 22 kill games because I was just picking off the musket users that were trying to take advantage of heightened precision, because they were trying to take advantage of called shot. It's like, and they're trying to take advantage of shooter stance. These will get you killed as musket, right? Maybe in the level 30s, you're like, oh, these are great. But anything past level 30, man, they will get you fucking murdered. So I don't mind, like, so generally talking in a build order, you can run, I don't know, it's just all these are really good. You want hustle because there's a lot of reach going on with the melee, so you kind of want to get away. But kick them when they're down. If you're in the back line, this is way better, right? For even if I were to go into war, I would reset, move this point over here. That alone is going to be massive. And then you can do something like, you can take off this empowering shot and move it over here to heighten precision, right? Because you're in the fort, you're sniping off the fort, that's perfectly fine. You have to look at the situation that you're sitting in and adjust to that situation as musket. What you see a lot of the times are people are just grabbing all these damage. And then they go into an OPR and they're like, I'm constantly getting caught out. I'm constantly getting two-shot. This is happening over and over. That's fucking why, right? Try and play something that is a little bit more mobile, right? You have this tactical reload where you're dodging reloads instant. 6 second, it runs really well with the Dex build, because on Dex, 300 Dex, you get an automatic crit on your, after you dodge roll. And the cooldown is like 10 seconds, right? You can actually infinitely dodge. Sorry, not infinitely dodge. You can spam dodge rolls very efficiently, right? So I can actually show it right now. Go grab my musket real quick. And then there it is. Okay. So there's a trick when you're dodging. It's very simple. It's just a very basic animation cancel, right? You have your whatever weapon out, usually it's rapier. After you dodge, switch weapons. And you notice you don't have that's like that stagger effect after every dodge. As you can see right here, how my character leans back and stops and then moves forward. The way to change that is to literally just weapon swap as you're rolling, and you can see how fluid it is. Right? Now, right there, I showed you one of the comments. It's actually a habit of mine. When I go, if I'm in my musket build and I'm going to dodge and move forward and progress, what you're doing is as you're moving forward, you switch to your weapon, your other weapon, then dodge and do it. Just like that. And you can see I can have 100% uptime on hustle. It's not a big deal. Not all weapons are created equal in fluid dodge movements. For example, if I have my musket out, you'll notice it doesn't reach the same kind of distance. It doesn't move the same way. But when I dodge, it's kind of feels a little clunky. But in comparison to the musket, it's also very common for the bow too. With musket and bow, when you're switching to them after a dodge, it just feels really fluid. And it could be just an illusion placed on the hustle effect, or for bow, they have a couple of them, right? So you have Where is it? Oh, of course I already have it. Dodge and weave, right? Which is 10% haste for 2 seconds, right? And it's exactly like hustle, but 1 second shorter, which doesn't matter. You can have 100% uptime on that alone as well. But there's also another one when swapping to bow. Oh, it's this one. So archer speed, right? Which is 10% haste for 5 seconds, 10-second cooldown. So it has like a 50% upkeep, right? And if you're doing what I'm showing you right here, where you switch to your weapon, dodge, then switch back, you're always going to have those effects proccing, right? Except for the one with an internal cooldown. So when you're talking builds, another big pet peeve of mine, if you're saying something's your build, but everyone else is doing it, and you're trying to throw a name on it, that's cringy. That's fucked up. Because you know what? You didn't invent it. It's all over YouTube. I'm not claiming this is my build. I'm just expressing it, right? I literally did all these points myself. As you can see, like, I have the knowledge behind the perks without bullshitting. I have the experience of what it's like to have called shot, shooter stance, and heightened precision in wars and in OPR. I can tell you, I've ran stopping power. I've ran traps. Traps, I would say, is probably the one thing I would swap out power shot for if I'm not going for the one-shot build. Literally, power shot is your opening shot. You run Onyx, you run a bunch of increased damage on people with full health, and you literally try and pick people that are trying to run into the engagement. Anyone that's already in the engagement, all that massive power that you usually feel picking people off, it plummets because hitting people when they're at full health in a big old brawl is so few and far between. That's where powder burn really picks up and comes into play. That's where sticky bomb comes into play, right? Sticky bomb hits for a massive fuck ton of damage. It's massive. Powder burn is probably one of the hardest hitting fucking damage over times in the game. In fact, people get rings for increasing burn time, increasing thrust damage, increasing fucking fire damage, all this kind of shit because of like powder burn. Anyways, that I just wanted to touch on musket real quick because I've been seeing video, like I saw a video the other day where there's this dude. It was bad, man. It was bad. He's sitting there claiming that he was the inventor of this and that, and it's all sorts of bullshit. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to call you out. Like, you didn't invent this shit. There's people that posted that build day one. There's actually this one guy who I found out a lot of information for musket builds from. And he didn't even have the build up, right? He didn't even have it up. He just did number crunching, theory crafting, all this stuff, which, of course, you know, paper looks different in practice. But it's actually a lot of good information. Where the hell is it? I'll look for it after this stream, and then I'll post it in the description below. But it's insanely fucking detailed. It's definitely someone that has a lot of knowledge. And it's people that are running musket pre-buff. You know, I literally swapped after they buffed it. When, you know, 10,000 people are running fucking musket now. It's just like, it's an overkill. Anyways, let's see here. I still have not found a decent item for us to farm for you. I think what we can do is we can actually catch you up and then we'll just finish Shattered Mountain quest. Because eventually we're bound to find something nice. So we can hit up Great Cleave. Right? You're on the Great Cleave quest?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that I didn't get to finish?
Yeah, the one you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go hit that one up and start clearing out some of these quests for the rest of the stream today. But yeah,
Okay.
God, there was this person that every single one of their videos, it was just like, dude, no.
People just like to take credit for stuff they haven't actually created. And even then, if they created the build, there's so it's so limited what you can make. So I'm sorry to say it's not unique. Someone has probably done it before you.
Right. And the thing is, okay, so here's the audacity part, right? If you are to say, I like to call this the like, I don't know, fucking ghillie build, right? Just for an example, I like to call this the ghillie. You know, you're sitting in the back, you're stacking all this damage and stuff, and you're just sniping people from bushes all fucking day, right? I like to call this the ghillie build. That's fair, right? That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fine.
When you go, this is the ghillie build. Who fucking said that?
Yeah.
Who said that? Bro, you're coming out with a build like 10 years late. Everyone's already doing it. You don't get to name it. What the fuck? That's like me inventing a device and you're naming it like 6 months down the road. That's not how shit works.
No.
Right? I understand, like, I think if it was worded different, I wouldn't have been so offended about it. And the fact that they weren't so informed is also another thing that really irritated the shit out of me. Right? When you don't have a lot of knowledge and you're just stating all this random bullshit where you're like, oh, going against you know, if I'm going to handle someone that's using Great Axe, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. It's like, dude, show videos of level 60 Void Bent plus, you know, because here's the thing. For me, base set isn't even faction gear. It's Void Bent, right? We can knock out Void Bent in like fucking a week. You know what I mean? Like I have 10.5 sitting in my inventory. I think Istera is also sitting at like 10k as well. Void Bent's,
have 9 right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I got plenty of fucking money sitting on the trade post. I can go post up some more money right now too. Like I'm telling you, like it's easy to fucking make the money right now. And then on top of that, Void Bent is only going for like fucking what is it? Like 45k, right? It's like like people are talking about it right now. It's like everyone's like, it's 45k sounds about it, right? You know, some people will try and snag 60 on it, but like at the end of the day, you can easily get it for, is my game audio non-existent? 100% it's non-existent. I just haven't had gaming audio. For fuck's sake, man. Yeah, it was set to default device. I think it's VAIO3, right? No, it's not. Let me pull up the VB. Then I can see. Oh, it's actually VAIO1. Oh my god, I didn't even know that. Why didn't you tell me? Okay, there we go. Alright, anyways. But yeah, fucking... It's just along those lines where it's very obnoxious, right? It comes off very obnoxious. And I'm not one to like really sit back and be like, you know what, let them do them. It's like, no, this behavior is not fucking acceptable. It's actually not acceptable. We see it so often that it needs to be fucking addressed, right? When your friends are being toxic, call them out on it. When they're being fucking disrespectful to people, call them out on it. That's the difference of culture, man. It's so fucking crazy. All right, let me know. Getting pretty close to buying the full set. Oh.
Yeah, I was just checking to see what the price actually were right now, since we were talking about it.
What did he say, 45?
He didn't say anything. Apparently, prices on... No, there's a lack of Void Point ingots right now, and he needed to check the...
Speaking of, where is your quest at? You need to mark it.
I marked it.
Oh, we
I don't
totally
know why we're
passed
going
it.
down here. Yeah. And
I'm
this...
used to yours being purple, to be honest.
Yeah. I like being purple.
It's like when the blind lead the blind, man. It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked. That one's fucking dead. That bottle. Trying to clear out some of these bottles that I have going on. They're almost empty, but they're not quite there. Is this a looter?
Defeat. Wait.
Defeat?
Yeah, defeat. Defeat.
Okay. Okay. Just run around and grab and then pull them to me.
Alright.
Oh, I don't have my other sword. That's fine. You pull them to me, I can grab them anyways.
Yep. I'm coming.
Ooh, look at all those soul. God damn, they're soul modes for days. I'm grabbing all those bad boys.
Yep, I got an army with me as well.
Yep. Okay, stack on me.
Let me get in here. There we go.
You need mortals.
Alright, just need 4 more, I think.
You actually need more? What?
Yeah, yeah, 4 more.
Might as well grab them up here because I want these soul modes. God, I take like no fucking damage. That's one thing I'm very curious about. Is the white number what you've mitigated? Like, is that what it would be if you didn't have so much damage mitigation? Like, you can see I have minus 171 and then minus 89. I think the minus 171 is what you mitigated from the damage. Which seems kind of weird. Like, because you always get 2 numbers, right?
Yeah. Always get
Why
2
even
numbers.
bother showing that?
I don't know.
I guess it's so you can reference, right? I guess that would be fair, right? You can reference what,
There we go.
you can
Now I
actually
need to
reference how
defeat-
much, defeat what? The person in there?
Foreman. Foreman.
It's in the building right there. I guess then you can see how much actual damage you're relieving. I do like that soul mode.
Yeah, I was about to say there's another one over here.
God, there's so many over here. What the fuck? This is a good spot for souls. I could actually check the map and see how many there's actually over here.
Yeah.
If I had my other sword, we'd be fucking steamrolling this even harder. Because it has a taunting gem in it.
Yeah.
So every time I use that ability that you saw right there where I slap my shield, taunts everyone in the area.
Well, it does look kind of taunt-esque. So
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Stockpile?
Yeah.
No, it's provisions.
It's provisions.
Bitch.
I need the provision.
Alright, and anything else before you have to turn in the quest in?
Over here. Okay.
Okay.
And there's another soul mode over here.
You're talking about that one?
Yeah, this one. And then there's one to the right as well.
Delicious. I just love the fact I take no fucking damage. Last night, I was actually running some people through like Dynasty and Depths and shit. With only like 16k fucking health, right? Like,
Yeah.
people were just like, oh my god, this dude takes no damage and he has so much fucking health. But in actuality, I'm only using Void Vent, which is actually not that great of a fucking 600 GS set.
Yeah.
I'll state that it's one of the best luck sets, right? You want all those perks as a tank for like expeditions and stuff, but you want the armor to be much higher.
Yeah.
You want the, because mainly in expeditions, most of the damage that's being dealt is physical damage, right? Now that being said, like there are like magic damage bosses that almost one-shot people when they have no magic damage. Take that real quick. Oh, is that the one where you have to find the note? Or is it kill plus heart?
Stolen supplies.
Oh, okay. Because one of the last missions is like, is grab like 7 heart, fucking whatever, and then, you know, read the notes and shit.
Yeah.
So do you just gotta loot or?
Yeah, I just gotta loot.
Okay, well, I'll pull everything. There's one behind the boxes over there.
Nope. That's fine.
And then I think there's one underneath the stairs over here.
There's one on top at least.
Oh yeah, right over by me. Let me grab this guy. And then I'll grab this guy. Okay.
Ouch. Ouch.
Hmm?
I say ouch, but they don't really hurt.
I know they're just wailing on me. I just don't give any fucks.
Yeah. And whoop.
One right there. I could probably loot these too. I mean, that's still Regents. And of course it gives me fucking Silkweave. The one thing no one ever wants. Grab him.
Like that gift no one asked for Christmas. Oh my god, I'm keep being half plugged by the mobs. Okay, one more.
And then in here.
Oh, what? No! I fell.
You had one job.
The irony is I grabbed onto the ledge, but...
Oh, and there's none in this house.
There's one upstairs. The big one.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a big one. By the bed.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me, you guys are blocking my way.
There we go. Well done.
Yes, supply. Supply. Alright.
Whoop. Now we go back. Ouch.
Yep. So one of the things coming up is taxes, or sorry, taxes are duplicating gold, right? You remember how I was telling you about where like people raised everything to the extreme because it's multiplied by like fucking, you know, it has like 9 plus, or sorry, the actual formula would be like x plus 9 times x.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it gets the full value of whatever their tax would normally be. So when they put it at 2%, they're actually claiming like 10% of the fucking 10% tax value. So on the like 20,000 fucking coin a week houses,
yeah,
it's like 2,000 coins, right? Per each one.
What the fuck?
Per one. Now, given we're only paying like 200 of it, they're still receiving like the 2,000 amount.
Yeah.
Which actually brings up a large, massive gold generation which is why you're seeing like everything on the trade post is just fucking stupid high. So if you focus right now and just make money, when everything drops down because people aren't getting enough gold, you'll be able to buy whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. It's actually crazy. I mean, for us, we're just grabbing you like a basic void bent set so you can actually have luck gear for doing stuff.
Yeah.
I think void bent plus the blessed staff is like, it's probably going to be good enough for you to run like OPR with heavy and shit. Because I think the blessed staff is really going to do a lot of the carrying.
Honestly, if I could just get a ring as well with
Ooh, even I
sacred.
got a quest. Yeah, with sacred? Yeah, you do need a ring with sacred.
Yeah.
Do you have a quest over here?
No. I have a quest here.
I'll go back to those spots.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fast travel. The fast travel point's right fucking there.
I mean,
Why run?
when you can be lazy.
Are you I think it's the 4. I think you're doing the 4 spots. So it's gonna be this one, the one across from it, and then it starts leaking into the lowers. No. That's the next one. When you get the quest on my marker, we have to go here, here, and then we have to go to that. You remember that area where we were getting stomped out at?
Yeah.
The lower whatever. Well, is it in there? No, I don't think it's in there. It's like here, 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 here. So, and what do you need to do here?
Let me just see.
Hill?
This is number 6. Discover clues.
So it's probably kill.
Search for journal entry.
Oh, search for journal entry.
Yeah.
Oh, so you gotta find the little blue thing.
Yeah.
It's right here, I think. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here.
These are not doing anything for me. No.
That journal piece, right? Is that what you said?
They did nothing. Oh, but these guys drop stuff. Ah.
Oh my god.
It says search for journal entry. And it's the freaking mobs to drop it. What? Alright, done. Oh well, search. I still need to search for the journal entry.
There might be another one.
Does
it give you a name of it?
No? Just search for journal entry.
Oh, right there. Right there. Right over here. On the bottom of the bookcase.
Yep, that was it. Then it's this
And now we have to go to
one.
the one across.
Yeah.
We can actually take the smart one. Oop. Oh. Instead of aggroing everything in its mom. Yeah, people are talking a lot about the luck, right?
Yeah.
And I think what it is, I don't know. I think they weren't expecting people to have too much luck. It's literally people are running like Voidbent plus, oh, it's the mine one. What was it that you need for the mine? I can't remember. I think you have to loot
search
stuff.
for corrupted ore.
I think those might drop off the guys. We'll see.
Yeah, it looks like they drop off these guys.
I'll just pull them all together right here. You see, what I would have really liked instead of having us kill fetch,
Yeah.
is actually have a vein, right? A vein that's interactable that you can actually mine.
Yeah.
I think that would have been much more engaging.
So these guys both drop the ore that I need, and I need to search chests.
I'm literally doing like 50% of what I was on my strength build. But I mean, that's what you get for being tanky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of want to be like obnoxiously unkillable as possible, to the point where people are raging.
Which you've had quite a bit of.
Yeah, of course. Like last night, it was pretty bad. Last night, people were fucking getting so mad. They were actually getting toxic. You would see, I had a group of 5 individuals constantly looking for me and chasing me down.
Yeah.
And then I would just like stun them and keep walking. I mean, why not, right? Like if people are chasing you, right? In a 1v5 situation, if people are constantly chasing you, they're dealing no damage and shit, and you can keep doing that, you're distracting 25% of their team.
Exactly. They're
Which
the ones
insane.
being dumb.
Yeah, they're being dumb. That's why I say like all the time, if you don't have like massive gap closers, like if it takes you a while to close gaps, don't fucking chase.
No.
Right? If you're running Great Axe Warhammer and someone's running bow and they already have quite a bit of distance on you, and then you're sitting there trying to chase them, it's actually stupid, because there's no way you're gonna catch them. Like, you have to get in range with Bloodlust, and that's never gonna happen. Right? And that's just to be able to keep up with their dodge speed. Right? Their dodge weapon swap speed that I was like showing what I do with musket. Bows do the exact same shit. You know what I mean? So if you're sitting there and you're trying to chase these guys, you're just wasting your fucking time. And then what happens is the moment that you're unable to chase them anymore because you're way out in the middle of fucking nowhere, they're just gonna turn around and start sniping your fucking homies anyways. They're range. Right? For them, they're already getting into the position that they want to be. You know? That's why I say it's actually fucking stupid.
Need one more chest and one more mob. I see the chest here. And the mob.
Go loot it. The mob's right here.
Okay, all done. Now back.
I should probably loot that too. Where at?
Back to the camp.
Okay, come on.
Nope.
I think it's up here. Just Mario in.
Boing.
Just jump on the dude's head. That's what I did.
Boing. Is it now I should say I've never really played Mario?
What?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the end of the stream today. Have to go yell at my wife for the next like half an hour to an hour.
Why? It's not my fault my childhood liked Mario.
Mario?
Mario. Mario. Mario.
Don't do drugs, kids.
The only drug I've had. Only drug I've had today is Coke. Cola.
Terrible joke. Terrible joke. You deserve to be shunned.
But it has a Santa Claus on it.
Oh, what is it? It's that time of year. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen the commercials for the fucking, what is it? The Sprite cherry or whatever?
Sprite drink?
Yeah, what is it fucking called? They always had one of the basketball players pushing the fuck out of it. Sprite. Yeah, Sprite Cranberry is what it was.
Yeah.
Sprite Cranberry. They were always LeBron James. They would always have LeBron James pushing the fuck out of Sprite Cranberry. Okay.
I think I have to restart the game because escape is not working.
Do
now it is.
slashes.
Okay.
Yeah, just do
Yeah.
slash unstuck in worst case.
Yeah, it's.
But now they tell you go over here?
Yep, I marked it.
You marked it?
Yeah, I marked it. Didn't I? Yeah, I did.
You're talking about Kitara Falls. That's not part of the question. Where are you going? Where are you?
I did the unstuck. It's the only quest that I have. It's to Caterer Falls.
You don't have any quests from this guy?
No.
And you don't have any quests on my marker?
No.
Can you scroll?
Wait, I do. It
Don't
just
do drugs, kids.
appeared.
Oh, fuck, man.
I feel bullied. I would like to call the bully police.
There are no bully police.
Please, someone say there's a bully police.
No, no bully police. This one has a smelter? What the fuck?
All of them have a smelting.
I never noticed that before. So there are
Okay.
processing stations.
Okay, now I need to go there.
Yeah, of course. There's two site locations. Your marker and my marker.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Big gillflower, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cascading gillflower. And it only gives one.
Oh, wow. You would think it would give like at least two, you know?
I was about to say fucking Bungie for a second.
Yeah, well,
Because that's a very Bungie-esque thing, right?
Why not?
It's a super Bungie-esque thing.
Bungie might have had nothing to do with this game, but why not?
Oh,
Let's just play them
fucking Bungie.
anyway.
I think this one's kill and then journal, right?
Yeah, search for bone meal entry.
Yeah, bone meal entry is like, I think it might be in the back.
Usually it's at the end.
Stop potting. You're not allowed to have potions.
They're cheating.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's back here. Right here.
On meal. Yep.
And
Now
how
I
many
just
kills?
need 3 more gems. So 3 more kills. And 1 jump. And 2 jump.
Just auto click spam for
And
the win.
3 jump. Now
Next one.
that way. Yep.
Stay there.
Is it candy?
Fucking T-Rex arm looking motherfucker.
Rawr.
Alright.
Oh.
We landed on the wrong side. There's usually a lot of star metal around here too, by the way. I think it's actually up here. Normally it's like right on here. No? No, I'm mixed up on my locations. I think it... Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, because the route is around here, and you go around this circle, but then there's also this section. This, like, over here, and then down here. Has a lot of stone metal. Okay. We're a bit more north than I thought we were. We actually need to go up.
Ow. Goddamn cougar. There you go.
Now we follow this road.
That cougar. Sometimes the aggro range is just too insane.
I think Asmodium actually might be cheaper on Valhalla, to be honest. Because shit's being... I mean, I guess the demand for Asmodium might be actually just insane over there. One thing I thought about is you can load up on a bunch of like armor fucking shit, like the armor journals and the trophy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you transfer to Valhalla, those are going for like 100k each.
Jeez.
Yeah, you could actually instantly load up on a mountain of fucking materials.
Twisted smelter entry. Which was right there. Okay. Oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy. Okay, done.
I think 300 con should actually have the stagger prevention. You know what I mean? So that really actually makes sense. That makes more sense than the 300 strength.
No, here.
Yep. Because you would think about it, right? Like, actually, the 300 strength does kind of make sense, right? Because you're swinging, you're swinging your items, and if you have a bunch of strength behind it, you'll have like the grip to support it. But then again, maybe con should have like a passive grip, or not? Yeah, a passive grit, where getting hit doesn't stagger you. I mean, both of them kind of make sense.
Yeah. Or at least the stuns should be a lot shorter. In my opinion.
Well, what con does is it gives you increased stun durations, which is honestly fucking stupid.
Yeah.
AGS, that's the dumbest fucking thing in existence. Stuns break on damage. Stuns actually break on damage. So what's the point of having increased stuns and slows, dude? Like, it doesn't do anything.
Ritual mine.
I
entry.
think that's in the back. Yeah, I think it's in the back.
Usually it's in the back, maybe.
Right here?
Yep. No, I just need candy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be smart real quick. Hold up. Hey, you mind coming with us? Hey, come with us. You too. Alright. Now, into the house.
Yep.
I gotta move into the right a little bit.
Oh, can't see shit.
Just keep yourself healthy.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't do
fine.
enough to me.
They don't do that much to me either. 10.
What level zone is this? 41 to 50, right? So technically, wouldn't a bunch of the yeah, a bunch of oh, you know what we should do? I will tell you after stream. I have a money idea.
I wish they had like swag sunglasses in this.
A
Like
set?
you had. Yep. I already put the marker down for the next one. We're actually going the wrong way.
We're walking out of the fucking fort, man. Can we walk out of the fort?
No. I thought we were gonna sleep in there. I thought we were gonna live in there.
Yeah, apparently.
Well,
There's a bunch of lodestone up here. I think I'm gonna grab the lodestone real quick. For easy, fast cash.
you gotta realize I don't have a house yet.
I know, AGS needs to add shared housing. It just fucking blows my mind that you can't have shared housing with one person. It's fucking insane. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. It's like, oh, well then everyone would double up on trophy perks and this and that and blah, blah. And they would have like all this and that. It's like, well, if you do shared housing and the limitation of your fucking, your, whatchamacallit, fucking inventory, limited on houses and all that shit, it just makes sense.
Yeah, and you could even
entry, right?
you could even make it so only one person could have the trophies active at a time.
No, I think it's fair to have both people have active trophies. The only difference is like you literally can't duplicate houses, right? Like you can't have 6 houses, right? It's only 3, right? So it's not like you can super stack. Or like you said, yeah, technically, I mean, even like having one person have the active trophies, but the trophy slots increase to 10, right?
Yeah.
But so it's 5 and 5 each, so you can have your trophies up and I can have my trophies up.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. I wouldn't mind that either. But the whole like the fact you can't have shared housing is just fucking stupid in my opinion.
It is. Okay, need one more candy and then I need to find the journal. Okay.
I think the journal is behind the house.
Behind the house.
Yeah, I think it's behind the house on the box over here.
Yep. All done. Yeah, because like they could even make it so like, you know, you could have three trophies like you can right now. But
It's 5 trophies.
oh, shite. 5 trophies.
Yeah, well, what I was saying is like individual trophies, right? Where it's 5 and 5. So like when I place a trophy, it counts for me, and when you place a trophy, it counts for you.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a him and her. But at the same time, you share inventory anyways, right? You share storage. Or even if I don't know, you could even divvy it up and have it count separately, right? But they're both accessed from the same location. Or there's so many fucking things you can do, right? There's so many systems that you could, like, whatever AGS wants it to be like, they can make it like that. That's the problem that I'm having. It's just like, you should be allowed to be able to have a shared housing with someone. It's one of my biggest pet peeves where, like, it's crazy because in Ragnarok, right, you would have marriage.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have any way to have, like, a shared storage or anything like that. Because if you're doing a full-on co-op where you're literally always teamed up with someone, it makes no sense why you wouldn't be allowed to have that shared feature.
Yeah. Yeah, because they could even make it so you can only share, obviously,
The
housing with
items
one
that you
person.
want to.
Yeah, and the items that you want to, and also make it so you can only share with that person, and that's it. So you have to choose wisely, or at least have it locked like with factions.
I think the divorce procedure is kind of one of those things where AGS doesn't want to deal with the divorce splitting. Where, oh,
Yeah.
this person took all of my items and divorced me.
Yeah, that's why it's like you're just locked to this person once you enter that.
Well, I mean, what you can do is you can have items in a shared storage that you don't mind being stolen in the worst case scenario. And then you can have items that you really want only for you in your inventory.
Yeah.
Right. And they already have to have some sort of implementation of that because of bound gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense for you to be able to see and loot my bound gear.
No.
Okay. And then it's going to tell you to go to Great Cleave, or not Great Cleave. It's going to tell you to go to Shatter Mountain. But let's knock out these 2 quests real quick.
No more quests here.
Yeah, you turned it in. It tells you to go to Shatter Mountains. Look at Shatter Mountains.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called Medius or whatever. Or actually, it's called Outrush? No, it's something to do with enemies.
Oh, it doesn't even tell me. I just see the quest marker, but it doesn't tell me what the quest is called.
You have to mouse over it, and if it has to be the marker that's over the NPC, so you have to zoom in. But
yeah, but even when I zoom in, there's nothing
on here on Shatter Mountain.
Yeah, I can see the quest icon, but once I zoom in on the town, which usually allows you to see what quest it is, there's nothing.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So is there a quest giver on the marker that I have right there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh no, not there.
Really?
Yeah.
You have this one though, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any other quests in this area?
No.
It's fucking weird, man. Ooh, star metal.
Ooh, shiny.
Like fucking tiny ass veins. I see the orichalcum. You can grab that star metal right there. I'm going for the orichalcum.
Yeah.
Give me the orichalcum.
Oh, down there.
Yeah, right in the middle of the doomsday.
Doomsday.
So did you fall? You fell asleep during the invasion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the invasion, there's like this giant ass fucking skull thing. It's fucking trippy. We're gonna have to go on YouTube so you can see what a fucking invasion looks like. I should have recorded it, is what I should have done.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember I woke up at some point and I was like half asleep talking to you. And then I fell back asleep. So it kind of felt like a dream, but I know I woke up. Like it feels like a dream, but
It's just a daisy state.
yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have any other quests here. Maybe we need to knock out the lower level quests or something.
Maybe. I do not know.
I miss fucking OPRs, man. OPR fucking queue times are so long now.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I want to get the fuck off the server. Right? It's just like OPRs are just so fucking long. They need to add like cross realms or...
They do. Honestly. I don't even know why that wasn't a thing to begin with.
Yeah, like... that's always been critical for a lot of games when it comes to like battlegrounds and shit.
Yep.
Like when Terra released arenas, it was already cross servers. And I know that might not be a huge fucking like well-known game for some people, but like essentially Terra is a fashion game with really nice combat.
Yeah.
Like the combat system in Terra feels so fucking good. It's like the best I've ever felt in any other game. And it has like every class is so well defined. When you go to play a class, like you can tell who's been playing that class since fucking release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how well defined the classes are and how fucking how tight the builds and well, not necessarily builds, but the actual like someone's actually looting all the lodestone. I think people want a fuck ton of oh god, I totally skipped that quest guy. That's fine. We'll go get this. Yep. There's usually a bunch on the left and then there's some down below. So if you go up, it's like this way.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you jump down. And there's actually some over there too. Like it's right on the rock right there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this one's been looted. And the one in the corner has not. And then after this quest, we're gonna call it for the stream. I mean, it's been a fairly lengthy stream. Yeah. Definitely a lot longer than what I thought I was gonna do. But it's kind of like when you already have it up, it's really easy just to keep it going. All right. Now, I don't know what we need to do. I think we need to go.
I need to
oh, there's a blue.
Extract stuff from statues, apparently. Yeah.
It's right here. Let me just pull this area and kill everything.
Bastard.
That guy knocked me out of the way.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That shot had stagger on it? Bows have stagger? The fuck? Or not stagger, fucking grit. Bows have grit?
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh, I see what they're doing. So yeah, there's usually, yep, it's right there. And then there's usually one right here, but it's like it's looted.
Yeah.
I think I might be able to pull this one off. Nope, can't pull that one off. Okay. You can go grab that one over there. And then I'll go grab the ones that are up top.
Yep.
You guys get to see a little micro farm that I do for my lodestone. A little pathway. Insider trade secrets.
Insider trade. But
Looks
that's
like they're
illegal.
all looted. Yeah. And then usually after I hit up this location, I go up here. Because there's a drop down for this area. can actually see if the lodestone is available in the back, which it is not. And since it's not, there's actually some on the side. Right here. And if there's none right here, then you make your way back to the Great Cleave Outpost. Which we will be going that way. Where'd she go? Oh.
It's right here.
Yeah, like I was walking forward, I turn around and you're just like fucking gone. I was like,
All I did was jump down the mountain.
I was like, how'd she get lost in that short span time?
Oh, I can get lost in freaking a supermarket.
Fucking world record holder of getting lost
Might
in
actually
odd
need to
locations.
You might actually need to keep me on a leash because, like, I'll get lost on the streets. I'm actually amazed I can find my way to work without getting lost.
It's like get one of those backpacks that people use for their kids at fucking Disneyland and shit.
That has like a little harness and everything.
Yeah. Where the strap, there's so many straps on the front that the kid just can't take it off.
Yeah.
Shard of Enchanted Earth, that's a first. This is another fucking statue thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So one thing I'm very curious about, what's the difference between Azoth water and vial of Azoth essence? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those shouldn't be exclusive from each other. They're very similar. Oh, I see it. Earth crack. Just grab this real quick. And I'll go grab it. She manages to pull the mob.
Nice.
God damn it. Remind me never to take you to Molten Core.
I can solo molten cards. Okay.
On Classic server?
Nah, not classic. Never played classic. And now it's down here. Oh my god.
I mean, people have been able to solo Molten Core since Wrath of Lich King.
Yeah.
I used to fucking solo Black Temple on my warrior. Molten Core. The hard one was, what's crazy is soloing Black Temple is not that hard. It's actually not that hard. Sure, the timing on some things are a little tight, you know, but if you have the DPS, it's not terrible. You know, it's definitely within realm of reason. But then you look at the fucking if you look at God, what's the place called with the Ashes of Alar? The one with the fucking the Blood Elf guy.
I know which one you're talking
With
about.
Kel'Thas or whatever.
Sunwell?
Sunwell, yes. But when you go to for Sunwell, right, and you get to the final boss, when he drops you, you're like fucking dead over half the time. With the warrior, you have to like stand somewhat close to him so you can fucking charge to him so you don't get wrecked.
Yeah.
Just hug the corner. Classic wall jumping. This is what New World's like. Parkour.
Jumping simulator.
don't know why she's trying to go higher. It's right here.
Because I'm short in real life, so I like to go up high and see how it feels.
Like one of those people that raises a hand, put me on your shoulder.
I want to see what tall people see.
Yeah, my son does that all the time. He's like, put me on your back, put me on your back, put me on your back. I'm like, boy, you're getting heavy.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
I don't want to pull my back and get like fucked up.
Yeah.
You gonna help me chop down trees, or you just gonna watch me?
What if I like watching you?
You see this turtle right here?
Yeah.
You know how much this turtle's worth?
10 gold.
Try 50.
Oh.
God damn it. Came out as moats. It's fine. It's health potions. These guys need to die. It's only one more tree.
Oh. No, there's 2. There's one in the back. And there's one up there as well.
Wait, is 300 con instant logging? Yes, it is instant logging. 25% chance instant log.
Jeez. There you go.
Alright. Oh, I totally missed that jump. There we go. You're fired. Every time. I might as well just fucking pull them.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork.
Oh, can't read this. Read? Can't load. Oh, the statue's over there. Oh.
Give.
Oh, done.
Alright. We'll go turn this in, then we'll call it a wrap.
Oh.
What is this? Ice cave?
Oop.
That urn is so deep
Well,
into the
then.
ground, yeah.
It might as well be buried. Superhero land.
Oh.
Turtle.
Yes! So the turtles are worth a lot, and the moth ones are worth a lot. The moth
Okay.
ones are actually worth like 100 gold each.
Oof.
Yeah, the
Life
life one.
moths, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the death
Life
ones.
moth eyes. And the so the soul moth,
Mm-hmm.
those are worth like 150 each.
Jeez.
Yeah. And still no one loots them. What the fuck?
It's because people don't know.
It's like, no, I don't need that 100 gold just for looking at this thing.
Yeah. I hate the freaking goats.
They're talking high school and fucking
Yeah. I saw.
Ooh. I kind of want to see what the scaling looks like in like 2 years of this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. if it survives 2 years, like honestly.
It's at that state where I think it's gonna get leveled out, and it's gonna, like, it's the dedicated players are gonna have like a really nice game, but it's never gonna have that level of popularity that
Yeah,
it
that
had at the beginning,
momentum.
like ever again. Like, it's just absolutely destroyed. From all the bugs and exploits and shit, it's just never gonna hit that pinnacle again.
No.
Oh, got a new quest from this guy.
All right. And new quest from here, yeah.
All right, break these down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it right there. Essentially, we're just gonna be doing some farming, questing, and whatnot. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. There will be a stream tomorrow around the same time or a little bit earlier. And of course I'll be MIA for 2 days. But I hope you guys have a good one. Make sure to make your money, man, because after this inflation shit stops, they stop rewarding like the increase for taxes. The only thing that's going to keep the inflation high or even move forward is really the bots, because there's a rumor going around that essentially what people are doing is they have a bunch of level 60 bots from gathering, and they just queue into each other, and that's how they make their money. I mean, if that's the case, I don't think it will be really hard for AGS to find out who's doing the bots, right? And wiping them out is really not going to be that bad. But yeah, I mean, if you find bots, make sure you send a report. I think the best way to do it is doing a recording, right? If you can clip like the bot-like behavior, and then submit it to customer support, that's probably the best option, because the in-game report really doesn't work. Like, the only people that get banned from the in-game report are mass reports on players. Essentially, that's it. And you're only seeing like toxic large companies doing these mass reportings. Anyways, you guys have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.
Bye bye.